Jaws. Sorry about that. Jaws, a movie that was created to strike fear and horror with a fictional beast in the 1970s, directed by Steven Spielberg.
Phenomenal in terms of the event that The Force Awakens has created. This
And starred Roy Scheider as the main character, Martin Brody.
They're in the yard, not too far from the car.
Richard Dreyfuss as Matt Hooper and Robert Shaw as Quint. Jaws basically tells a tale of a bloodthirsty great white shark attacking people who were swimming or enjoying their time on the beach. Character Chrissy Watkins happened to dive into the sea one night and unfortunately met her end with the shark. The hand of Chrissy was soon discovered by Brody Martin, who in the movie plays a role of chief officer on Martha's Vineyard. He decides to bring the bloody hand to an oceanographer named Matt Hooper to analyze what caused it. Matt had a hunch that it was a large creature with a razor-sharp jaws, like a shark, but couldn't do anything due to the lack of evidence. Soon, the creature was identified as the great white shark that went on several rampages and the one that attacked several groups of people at shore. Until a meeting was held, and this was where Brody and Matt met Quint. The three of them, Matt, Quint, and Brody, decided to face the shark head-on together, but during the process of executing the shark, Quint failed to stay alive and fell into the hands of the life-taking monster, while Matt and Brody managed to defeat the bloodthirsty shark and lived to see another day. Surprised that Matt was alive while all the other people were being murdered by teeth that was as sharp as razors. I mean, like, how? Matt survived even though he was in the territory of the shark, while both can't even freaking survive a shark attack. Many people in the 1970s found it horrifying and had always felt like they were there in the movie with the characters. Jaws fact, did you know that in the summer people were scared to go to the beach after viewing the movie? Actually, the reason is rather simple: cinematic effects. There are many types of cinematic effects and I could go on for hours and hours talking about each and one of them. But today, we are only going to review on the tension, the plot, highlights, theoretical elements, and some fan favorites. Ready, set, go. Get out of the water. In this scene, it depicts the celebration of Independence Day and the beach was crowded. Brody and his wife and son were at the beach relaxing while a few of the residents of Amity Island headed over to Brody for a few short conversations. While Brody was trying to observe very closely on a few people who were swimming in the sea. His wife saw that he was very stressed, decides to give a massage while both of them are in frame. This is called the two-shot. It basically shows them both of the characters equally and kind of tells you on what their relationship is. As for Brody and Ellen, played by Lauren Gary, you know what kind of relationship they're in. So yeah, you're probably wondering, what about the other two guys who interact with him? Well, it counts, but they're just basically Brody's clients, as Brody's duty is to protect the citizens as chief officer. Moving on, as the people enjoying their time on the beach, a man was playing fetch with a bunch of wood with his black Labrador retriever named Pippet. Now wait here, this is suggestion for the future. I'm going to mention that this whole section is mostly about props, so enjoy. So basically, the branch of wood is a prop as well as the shark that was used in the movie. Actually, come to think of it, Steven Spielberg originally wanted a shark trainer to train a shark, but nothing like that existed until this day, so they decided to use a mechanical shark instead. That was not all. If you watch Chrissy's scene, they use an effect that was created by themselves called the unseen. We are kind of in a hurry, so I'll make this quick. By using sound effects and actors' acting skills by letting the imagination of the audience fly, in other words, when the audiences don't see anything, they tend to imagine what is there. Let's take a horror movie for example. They would play really suspenseful music and then slowly moves into a room while the audience's imagination slowly kicks in, thinking that something horrifying will appear. So yeah, that's basically it. Heading back. Soon, the owner was unable to find his dog and decides to call his name while the camera films a branch that was used to play fetch floating in water. There wasn't really an explanation for where the dog went. People have theories that it was undercurrent that swept it out to sea, or it was devoured by a shark. But either way, it tries to foreshadow that something really, really bad is going to happen by giving you a hint. So, continue. A boy named Alex M. Kittner was swimming further from shore while the other kids were a little closer. The camera started going underneath all the kids' feet and headed towards the direction of Alex with a suspenseful music. In this state, there is two kinds of cinematic effects used. One, point of view, and two, non-targeted music. When the camera was filming the shot of it traveling towards Alex, it was actually displaying the shark's point of view while adding sound effects to create more suspense like I mentioned. In addition, the camera zooms in on Brody's face, and this is in fact named the zoom in. The name basically tells you everything, so yeah, in the end the boy's floaty was left floating on this water and slowly driven to the shore by the waves of the sea, with some blood mixed with the seawater while her mom blindly comes up and calls for his name. Alex? He's dead, Mom. You all know what happens when there's blood And you know what it indicates, so rest in peace, Alex. Quint is devoured. In this scene, it shows that Quint, played by Robert Shaw, was slowly chomped down by a shark while constantly spitting out blood from his mouth with every chomp the shark takes. In this scene, they apply non-negative music, but only a little, unlike the previous scene. If you listen closely, basically what this clip of sound does is that it helps enhances the suspense in the scene, making you, the viewers, have a sense of indication that something bad will happen. And what I mean by bad, it's pretty bad. Anyways, that was just the types of sound. Moving on. Although non-negative music was used, there's another important effect that they use: the close-up shot. In order to show the expressions of the characters, they tend to close up the camera on the characters' faces and basically showing the emotions and reaction of a character dominating the scene. In this situation, it basically shows the emotion and expression of Quint screaming in pain while having an effect of inflicting the pain on the audience. You know that tingling feeling as if you were being bitten instead of Quint by the shark? Not only did they make you feel a pain, but they also gave you a sense of fear. How, you ask? I would say it's magic. Nah, just kidding. Steven Spielberg is a great director. He basically redefines the effects of each camera angles by taking the camera up close to the jaws of the shark. Ha, get it? Back to topic. He was able to display the immense power of the shark just charging up from the water with his jaws wide open, striking fear in the hearts of the viewers. Jaws fact: in the 1970s, after the movie was launched, the movie was so terrifying that there was an effect named after it, called the Jaws effect. People in the Western Australia were heavily affected, including the government, as they believed in the Jaws effect rather than scientific evidence. Man, can you believe that they actually believed the movie instead of scientific evidence? I feel so smart. But like, seriously though, how did they believe all the shark were like Jaws? Don't know, guess you'll just have to ask them. Guess we ran out of time, so yeah. First of all, the movie was great. I enjoyed reviewing it. Thank you guys for watching. The director is now really famous and old. If you don't know much about him, I left a link down below on him, and make sure you check out his latest movies. If there's anything you would like to know, you can Google it. As always, ladies and boys, girls and men, I rest my case.